Ooh, yeah. So what do you think of it so far then, Gary?
That was amazing, really.
Mythos. Yeah. It's Friday. Welcome back to Rudge, aka the Doctor. If you just joined us, hit the like, share and subscribe. Sit back and enjoy the ride. And for those of you who hit the coffee and PayPal page this week, thank you ever so much for doing that. Massive, massive help. Wouldn't be able to make these videos without your help. Anyway, what have we got this week? Well, the bucket's back. Only for a week, but she's back. And then I've got Chopper Craig and Auntie Kath coming out, and then the next week we've got Roberto coming back out again, who I went up the mountain with in a previous video. He's bringing the Scotch egg with him. Stay tuned, it's going to get interesting. Anyway, yeah, the bucket's brought a friend of ours with her, Lord Gary. Now, those of you who watch me regular will know that Lord Gary was the guy that drove me around when my back was bad earlier in the year when I stopped with the bucket before I flew back home. He took us to Stoke Gabriel and helped us do that video. So yeah, he's out, so plenty to look forward to there. Right, so how am I going to get them about? Well, as you know, or you may not, my neighbour Makis used to have a bike rental place in Scala. Called Mackie's Bikes, I think it was called. Anyway, he's handed it over to his son now, who also does cars. So I've got this for 2 weeks. I'm going to run the bucket round in it, and I'm going to use it for Chopper Craig. It's a Ford Fiesta, very capable vehicle. Let's zoom into the thing so you've got the numbers. Let's have a look at it, shall we? Got a nice big boot with seats that fold down. I should probably be making use of that, because when you live here, it's not like when you're holidaying. It's 4-door, well 5-door if you count the hatchback. Plenty of room for some reasonable size adults, which we're all getting that way now we're getting older. So yeah, there you go. So fans of the Black Pearl, I'm afraid for the next 2 weeks I won't be riding her. However, as you know, the videos don't always go out in the right order, so you have to stay tuned. You'll probably be seeing a bit of the Black Pearl, and of course I won't always be going out in that. I may well leave my guests at Villa Joro and go out shopping on the bike. We're up on my favourite bit of road. As you, those of you who watch me regular will know where this is. That takes you down into Vlahata. Get some stunning views from up here. We're getting on now. It's like 5 o'clock at night, 6 o'clock at night, something like that. And of course we've had a bit of rain, so it's quite cloudy. So it's gone a bit dull, but I love it like this. I mean, look at that. You can see all of Zakynthos. I'm not sure whether you can see the mainland from here. You might be able to. Yeah, you can. You can just about make out in the distance there the Peloponnese. So yeah, update on the Hobbit. Well, she's very sad that she can't be with us. Her old running mate, the bucket, is out, and them two like to get up to mischief together. So she's a bit fed up about that. She also wanted to meet Chopper Craig and Auntie Kath. So I've told her that she'll be resident soon. She'll be able to do what she likes, and they'll be out again. So let's get on with the video. Before we start this week's video, you know I love meeting up with you guys, and that's great. There's many ways of contacting me via Messenger, Facebook, email, all that sort of stuff. We've had a few people this summer trying to find the house. Now, as I said before, I like meeting you, I don't mind meeting you, but not the house, guys. That's my home, and not only that, it's pretty narrow and a little traditional village. Some of my neighbours need a bit of privacy as well, so please don't do that. I won't come and see you at the gate if you do turn up. So there you go. Anyway, thanks for your support, and as I said before, if you want to meet up with me, that's fine. Just chuck me a line, and I'm quite happy to do that as long as I'm not too busy. Anyway, on with the video. Well, looks like we're going to get some more rain. none for months, and then all of a sudden, nothing but rain. Ah, there you go. After a long dry summer, that's pretty welcome. There's only one problem, however. I didn't get to see Makis about borrowing a ladder to clean the roof off, and the roof's leaking, which means it gets pretty wet under here. So I'm going to have to pull all the tables and chairs in. But the garden will be loving this. And then as if by magic, out comes the sun. Great day to be alive. And it looks like we might get a great day as well, because the clouds are disappearing over that way. So yeah, we had a bit of rain, which will look after the garden, and now we've got some sunshine. Can't beat that, can you? Well, I've been asked while we're in Augustole, I've been asked a lot about the front and by the fruit market and that, how that's coming on. Well, this end, as you can see, progress is slow, but they have filled that in. Haven't done that yet, and they've still, by the petrol station, got it fenced off. So let's go and have a look down by Patsaurus. They put these things in as well, which I suppose is to stop people driving up with a car. But of course, you wouldn't get away with that in the UK, because somebody who's not, whose sight isn't very good could fall over that. Anyway, let's have a wander along. It's where the Chinese shop used to be. It's now a gyros stand. Haven't tried it, but it looks alright. The cooked chicken in there is about €10, but they do look like quite a good size. They've finished this by the looks of it, which looks okay. But yeah, these ball things, I mean, yeah, well, and there's our lovely fruit market. That's it, that's all he's allowed to do, what he's got in there now. There's talk of him moving on. I don't know whether he will. Be a shame if he does, but then again, it's nothing like it used to be, is it? So they finished the pathway, more or less. As you can see, they've got Patsaurus under the arches now. He's not allowed to come out from under there. Sorry about the camera shake, but my back's a little sore today. So there you go. Yeah. And apparently next year all the shops and stuff that have got chairs and tables outside and canopies, all that's going to have to go. Right up past where Olga is with the fruit market, she's having to put all her stuff inside. It's not Monaco, is it? That's my point. My other point is, where did the money come from to pay for this? But then, I didn't come here to change things. I said before, it's their country, let them do what they want with it, but I have an opinion, and it is my channel, so I'll voice it. I must admit that looks a bit nicer from what it used to be. But you're always going to have the fish market. See where that brown patch is? That's always going to be there because he sells fish. So, and a fishing boat comes in there, of course. Yeah, I'm not sure about it at all. The old car's gone. Anyway, I'm going to get back in the car now and go and get the bucket and Lord Gary. So that's your update on Argostoli Quayside. Just seems a shame to me, all this was open and running 12 months ago. We've had a whole summer of this disruption, and I don't think it's going to improve things much. I mean, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how long these last. And how does the garage get access to be used as a garage? I don't know. Now, another interesting point. Every year when we get a lot of rain, so the sea coming up through there, well, the rainwater comes down off the hillsides and has nowhere to go, so this gets flooded. And there were pictures you've probably seen on Facebook of cars up to their sills in water. So I don't know, it's a bit controversial, but maybe that'd have been better, the mayor would have been better spending money on getting the infrastructure working a bit better. Just my opinion. I mean, when you think about it, in the UK the same thing's happened, hasn't it? You've got ULEZ and all these things that most people don't want, and it costs the taxpayer a fortune to implement. Birmingham Council went bankrupt recently because of mismanagement of the funds. I think they've forgotten they're there to make sure the bins are emptied, social services work, the roads are in good condition, they can house people. That's what the money should be for. And I'm seeing a little bit of that on that front there. Anyway, enough of me on my soapbox, you don't want to hear that. But you can leave in the comments what your feelings are. I'm allowed my opinion, of course. Look at that beautiful thing. Gotta have something to aspire to, haven't you? I will get one day. Anyway, let's go and get the bucket. So there's a good one for all of you lot thinking Kefalonia. Where am I? Stunning view. Oh.
He's got to go away.
Well, yeah, all right.
Oh, don't worry. I'll have to try and hold it. We can. Don't worry.
Right. As you can see, I'm editing the video. I got to the bit where I picked Pat up at the airport. Now, I'm not going to rant about this too much. I've had to leave that bit out because, unfortunately, because people were leaving cars in the car park, some of them covered up quite nicely for several months and blocking spaces that were supposed to be there for people to pick people up from the airport. And because some of the hire companies were leaving cars to be collected by people who were here on holiday but didn't want to pay to use the proper car park that was built for, it meant that the authorities have now decided to charge you to park there. That's fine, I haven't got a problem with that. It's €5 for half an hour or something. But of course, if a flight's delayed for an hour, then it starts to get a bit of a worry as to how much you're going to end up having to pay, and you end up in the realms of money. You might as well have got picked up in a taxi. So I decided to park at the airport lounge that we all know, which is the Taverna on the hill. I parked up there, had a coffee. Pat hit town, messaged me, and I thought, right, what I'll do, because she gets assistance, she'll be in a wheelchair, because she doesn't walk well, I'll drive round to where the assistance bay is, pick her up, and on our way. Complete and utter chaos. Car park was empty, there's nobody's going in because they've got to pay now, but all the bays were full because people are doing, well, what I did really, except instead of waiting to the final hour so they drive in, pick up and drive out, they were just parked there. Utter chaos. So there was a lot of swearing on that part of the video, and of course I have some children watch this channel, so I've had to cut that out. So yeah, I'll report on that at a later date. I'm picking Chopper Craig up at the end of the week. We'll see how this develops, because they're going to have to do something about it. It was utter chaos, and people take the mickey, which is why we've lost the use of the car park without paying for it. People need to start behaving. Anyway, rant's over. Let's crack on with the video. We're straight into what he actually got up to with Gary and the bucket, because the camera failed at the bus station where they were getting the gyros the first night here. Anyway, I've had a few problems with this video. Let's crack on. So, so where did you want to go, Pat?
Bus station.
Oh, you haven't seen the bus station, have you, Lord Gary?
Following.
I don't. Should we take a Lord in there, do you think?
This bucket.
Well, it's good enough for the bucket. It's good enough for the Lord.
2 Lords.
Gary's not a virgin anymore, then, bucket.
No, he's done the island now.
Yeah, there he is. Look, it's just doing a little bit of a photograph session. You'll notice we're not having trouble with the seat today, and that's because
God, that door.
You all right, Gary?
Hello there. What lovely views around here.
Where are we?
Kefalonia. Kefalonia.
Yeah, see? Right.
Lovely.
Off we go to Poros. So I found Gary another photo opportunity, because I'm quite sort of used to these photo opportunities, because
I'm being good today.
This is Pat. There's no messing around with the seat. That's pretty good. I might get another 4-door car. Right, well, I'm driving Gary and the bucket around the island, because Gary's not been here before, as I said earlier. So I thought it'd be nice to drive him around, show him a few of the sights, which I wasn't going to film because you've seen them all before. However, I don't think I've ever seen the mainland that clear. Look at that. Amazing. Anyway, what do you think of that bucket?
Never seen it like that before.
Yeah, I've been coming here a long time, and I mean, there have been days when I've been filming, if you go back through my videos, where you could see the mainland, but not that clear. That's outstanding. Anyway, the Ford Fiesta that we got from Marcus's son is doing really well, and as you can see, we don't have a problem with the seating arrangements now. We've took that car off the bucket because she couldn't work out 2 years, and she couldn't work out how the seat worked. So right, onward and upward. Right, well, here we are at the bucket's favourite place, Remezzo. But we've got an announcement, haven't we, Bucket?
Have we?
Oh yeah, the Hobbit hole. Now, those of you who watch us on a regular basis will know that we had the Hobbit fall down a little hole here, and we had to call the emergency services. Oh, hang on, no, it's still there. It's still there, but what they've done is they've put a barrier across it. Yeah, she went down there. We had to get Mountain Rescue to go and get her. Yeah. So what do you think of it so far then, Gary?
Lovely. Oh, absolutely fantastic. Amazing. Oh.
And as I said earlier, look at that. You can see that so clear.
What island is that?
It's mainland. Yeah, so it's a lovely sunny day. Unusually for me when I come here, it's usually in the winter or it's cloudy or it's the evening and the sun's disappeared. But the bucket likes to come and have lunch here, so I thought I'd bring her here today. Looking striking with her pink baseball cap on.
So you don't lose
Well, I just thought I'd show Gary around Poros, and I have to say we've been in Remezzo for something to eat, and it's what did you think of Remezzo then, Gary?
Sorry?
What did you think of Remezzo?
Oh, absolutely lovely.
Yeah, the food was food was good. It was good price, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Actually, I'll tell you what, I thought the food was extremely well priced. But anyway, yeah, so there's an independent recommendation for Remezzo. So yeah, I haven't really videoed from here before, so I thought while we're showing Gary around the island, I'll give you a view of Poros Beach. Of course, the guy that does the stones, Meuses, he's up the corner there. I'd like to go and see him, but I haven't really got time today. There you go. I think the bucket's gone in one of the shops. So the next stop for Gary was the viewing platform up by Antisamos. Now, if you watch the channel regularly, you'll know my views on Antisamos. You'll also know why I've not gone down there to film it. But in the bay, as you can see, there's a super yacht enjoying it. And over in the background, Ithaca. What was that, Bucket?
Look, our kid's in.
Our kid.
Oh, kid.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I thought they were picking us up at Sammy.
No, I'm going in the car.
Oh, you're going on the boat. Well, me and Gary will go, won't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a G&T, what? Or you could have a VAT.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mythos.
Oh, the ghost of the yellow bag. It's like one of Gary's jokes.
Your bag.
Next bin, look, where's your bin? Come out to that bin, it's gone to that bin.
Yeah, okay, Bucket. So there you go. There's a little treat for you. Because if it wasn't for Gary, I wouldn't have come up here, would I? So you wouldn't have got to see that today. Anyway, let's crack on. Next stage of Gary's whistle stop tour and the bucket list is the caves.
Bucket.
Yeah.
Did you mention the bucket?
Yeah, we're going to get a cup of coffee, aren't we? Because we've been before, and the bucket doesn't like boats, but Gary does. So we're going to go and find out how much it is, what it's like. Those of you who watch the videos regularly will know that me and the Hobbit did this recently, but it was sort of the beginning of the season and they were restricting the time. So we'll send Gary down there and he can be our roving reporter.
Hey. Hey, I'll do my best.
We'll get back to you in a minute. There he goes, look. Queuing up.
Just about, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good point. Me and the hobby didn't realise, but you can pay a little bit extra and you can do this cave and the other cave on one ticket, and it's a little bit cheaper doing it that way as far as I'm told. There goes Gary.
Bye, Gary.
Have fun, Gary. Roving reporter then, Gary. What did you think of that?
That was amazing, really.
Good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Imagine what it was like when the roof, before the roof fell down.
€10. It's scary on the boat.
Yeah.
You're on a little boat, not used to little boats like that.
So there you go, it's a hit me,
It was
Gary.
worth
See why you don't go on it?
And it was €10.
Yes.
Yeah, €10. There you go. Right, we'll get in the car and we'll head for Mythos. Not Mythos, Mythos.
Beach.
Yes,
Where's
not the
that to?
beer.
Oh.
Where's that to then?
Well, you'll see in a minute, Gary.
Oh, right, okay. It's on the other side, isn't it?
No, well, yeah, sort of. Yeah, you'll see. All will become apparent on Rudge's round robin. Yeah, how did you find the ramp, Gary? Because my back, I managed to do it, but
Yeah.
just about. So
What, to get on the boat?
but you're fit and healthy. So what did you think of getting
Well,
down
I did.
there?
I was it was okay going down, but it was coming back up.
Ah, right.
It was like climbing a mountain. It was, you
Yeah.
know. And trying to get on the boat is a bit wobbly because I thought I was going to fall in.
Yeah. If you scroll down through my videos, you'll see the video I did of this lake.
Oh, lovely.
Right,
brilliant.
And you'll see me and the Hobbit getting on and off.
Oh.
But
yeah.
it was hit with Gary, so that's the main thing.
At least I've done it.
Yeah, that's right.
I've done it.
What are you doing, Gary? So we brought Gary from the cave, which he liked, to here for Mia. You can see there's a few luxury yachts out there at anchor. Can't blame them for that, really. And the quayside is absolutely stacked out with boats, which is nice to see, because last time I came it was quite quiet, if you remember. Those of you who watch me every week. We did have a slow start to the season. I don't quite know what happened there, and I've noticed that a lot of you have been telling me a lot of the flights are finishing in October, and we're not getting any from Bristol and Manchester with EasyJet next year, which is a bit concerning. But anyway, there you go, there's all your yachts. Nice to see the harbour being so busy. Right, let's get Gary on this Rudge Roads tour. We're getting to Mythos Beach, whichever way you want to pronounce it. I was taught to pronounce it Meuses. See what he thinks of that. Most photographed beach in Greece. So we'll get these two back in the car and off we go. Car's doing all right, isn't it?
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mackies.
Yeah, thank you, Mackie. Well, me and the bucket have been up here a few times now. Those of you who watch me know that I come up here on a regular basis. But it's always nice to see somebody's first impressions of it. What do you reckon to that, Gary?
Wow, it's amazing, isn't it?
You're on YouTube. Looking lovely as always. And if you're watching, I'll give you a plug. They've just waved at us as they walked past. Don't know what the names were, didn't catch them. But anyway, leave in the comments what your names were. Oh, there you go. You alright, Bucket?
I'm all right, my dear.
Yeah.
I might have a little jump off and have a swim.
Okay. It's quite a long way down, you realise that, don't you? Now that I've got to watch. No skydivers today that I can see. Might be a bit windy for them, I don't know. So the next stop on the Rudge Roads whistle stop tour for Gary was Tom and Victoria's favourite place, Assos. So I thought I'd bring him up here. It'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? And then we can go back and visit it later in the week. It's a nice place to go for lunch. You alright, Bucket?
That's all right, love. Mucking about.
It's a mucking about. What are you doing, Gary?
Hey, all right.
He's mucking
You
about.
can't get the stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a great day to be alive. If you haven't already, hit the like, share and subscribe. Sit back and enjoy the ride. Next on his tour is the goat man.
Where's the goats?
No ghosts, just the bells.
Oh, is it? Oh, right.
Something for the Hobbit there. Yes,
Bonjour.
you canis.
Hello. Oh.
So if you're wondering how to get here, just head for Mythos, or Meuses as it's spelt, and in that direction you'll get to the crossroads. For here for me is that way, Mythos is further on, and in that direction that takes you through the mountains and back out to Augustoli. And that's your goat bell man. Something for the Hobbit there. Right, so Gary said he's missing his vegetables and his fruit. So I thought I'd bring him to Olga's place here and get some, because that's where I go shopping, and then we might pop and see the baker later on. But anyway, we're going into Olga's now.
Look at the size of them.
The size of them melons.
Oh my God, that's a big pear.
Yeah, the Hobbit likes a big melon.
Oh.
You don't get nothing from there in this game.
Is that all right? I got 3 kiwis there. You got an apple and a nectarine. What fruit do we want?
Oh, welcome to Kefalonia. I'm okay.
Oh, lovely.
So,
Calamera or
Calispera. Calispera, because it's after time, so it's Calispera. Yeah, Calispera, exactly.
Good evening.
Good evening. So, for the
He's so special. He is very special.
Oh.
Yes.
you are,
Thank you so much.
my pleasure, nice to see you.
Very special.
He's very special, really. Yeah.
So as I said before on my channel, if you come for your fruit and veg in Augustoli, you have to come to see Olga.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hello. Thank you.
And most of the stuff you grow yourself, don't you?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
80% off. Yeah. We try. Yeah.
So there you are.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So we've left Augustoli now, and Gary said, look at them lovely boats, and I said, well, we can stop and you can have a look if you want. For those of you who are new to the channel, I do film this quite often. This is where the cruise liners come in, but we get a lot of luxury yachts mooring for a few days or whatever. We had Lord Banford's yacht a couple of years ago was moored in the corner there, and Enzo Ferrari's son, I can't remember his name now, he moored there as well. It's and there's the ferry going to Luxury. So yeah, thank you Olga if you're watching this for the fruit and veg that Gary's just had. Very nice of you, thank you very much. What are you doing, Bucket?
I was just watching the ferry go out to Luxury.
Can't get the staff, can you? What are you doing, Gary?
Sorry?
What are you doing, Gary?
I'm taking photos.
Oh, not mucking about then.
Well, I was going to wave to Gary.
This is quite a posh area, isn't it?
This boat.
Yeah.
That's the one that we get on to go in May.
And there's your Merchant Marine Academy. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it comes in here, Gary, and disappears into the island up here. And then where you went in the caves earlier, that's where it ends up.
Oh, right.
And
Is it?
well, there's a dispute about what actually happens to
It's
it.
the seawater, though.
Yeah, yeah.
So what happens to it when it goes
Well,
to the well?
I was told years ago by one of the elderly people that it comes at the other end as fresh water.
Oh,
But if you
right.
ask the guys at the lake, they say it's saline.
Oh,
So
is
it's
it?
a mixture, yeah.
Oh, right.
But anyway,
Filtered, yeah.
anyway, we do know that it goes through the island. That's
Yeah.
what we do know.
Yeah, right.
I think the water wheels for show nowadays.
Right.
Yeah. And this is a nice taverna you can come and have a meal out of an evening.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Couldn't do that, could we? At the end of the week.
Yeah, so it goes in there. Look.
Yeah. Oh, right.
And if you look, actually, it's lower than the sea.
Yeah. It is, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, when I first heard about it, I was like, well, yeah, you know. But the more I've read, the more plausible it seems. So that's Gary's round robin, as I call it, Rudge Roads tour of Kefalonia. Been pretty fierce. I hope you enjoyed it as much as he did, because he said he's really enjoyed himself today. So yeah, it's a brief idea of what I do when my friends come out if they've not been here before. But yeah, this is where the water goes in Augustoli side the island, and where Gary went in the lake over Sammy Way, it comes out that end, and there's another mill which we didn't actually film, but if you look through my videos you'll see that I have done a film about this once before. It's just I thought it'd be nice to film Gary's experience on the island this week, so that's what we're doing.
Marvellous.
Would you come again, Gary?
I would love to come again.
He's going to come again. Well, he's always welcome at my pad, so you know.
Bring Pat again.
Yeah. Oh well, she's probably in furniture now.
Yeah. Oh, this is it.
Yeah. And there you go, there's the ferries crossing over. I mentioned that a couple of weeks ago actually. They usually cross about there. I think it's about €3 if you're a foot passenger, I can't remember. Anyway, we'll soon find out, because it's something that Gary and Pat are on about doing while I'm editing this week. I'm going to drop them in the morning so they can look at the turtles, they'll do some shopping, they'll get on the ferry, go over to Surrey, more shopping probably, come back and then I'll pick them up. There you go. I've never actually been in this taverna. I've heard it's very good. Looks a bit swanky, don't you think? Anyway, let's go to the post office, because I need a drink. Post office? There's a Mythos involved, you don't have to ask her twice. Don't you move that fast ever? I've just said, there's your lighthouse, Gary, and he's off. He's better at taking photographs than these two were, I'll tell you. He doesn't get the seat confused. He jumps out, takes a picture, he's back in, and we're off. Anyway, there's your Ferrari Right House. So I said another photo opportunity coming up, Gary. Dun dun dun. He's gone, ooh.
The airport, Gary.
Oh God, is it? Oh my God. There's not even no plane coming in yet.
No, not yet, Gary. You ain't got to go home yet, mate.
No.
No. What are you doing, Bucket?
Looking about.
Looking about. So I thought I'd round the day off by bringing Gary to the post office. This is the main road from Poros through to Augustoli. We're just above Lordas and Vlahata. Well, we're in the village of Vlahata actually now, for those of you who don't know.
So this is the post office.
Mm-hmm.
Post office. Where you post.
Jesus.
Hello, my friend.
How are you?
How are you?
You canis?
Kala, kala.